T7 mod is done and she's off to a new owner today. We've also sold the grey one. That sold in 2 days. This took a little bit longer. It took a week to find its owner. I think because the blue, it doesn't look as good on video as it does in real life. And I've been really chuffed with it. I've just done a fit on the light bar on the top, which has gone really well. I can't remember if I did the video on this one or the grey one for the body kit. Glazing's in now. Yeah, I just thought I'd give a little bit of a review of how I found the van. I've done 1,000 miles in it now. The controversy around these vans, mainly because they are made by Ford and not made by Volkswagen, has been huge, and the comments in the videos and everything kind of took my breath away a little bit. But there's a real story behind the YouTube video. The opinion online was very different from what you get in real life. Online, you would see people kind of shouting wet belt or it's a Ford, and you would see that all over. Aidan at Eberspacher Overland was getting loads of stick. Transport HQ, Andy was getting a load of stick. And then Leighton Vans were getting loads of stick. And you could see it all over the forums. And there was loads of debate in my videos about when I went to interview JC at York at the Volkswagen dealership, and that I should have asked him loads of these different questions. There was just a lot of ill feeling around not only the fact that it was built by Ford. There was questions around quality, there was questions around the wet belt and why they've done it, there was questions around cost, and more importantly, there was a lot of questions around looks. But the reality for me in terms of owning the van has been really different. In terms of looks and what the feedback is, it's just been really positive, whether I was in this one or the grey one. Once all the body kit had been put on it, tinted windows, all that kind of thing, everyone was just gushing over it. The general feedback would be people wanting to come over, take a look, get inside it, asking how it's driving, all the rest of it. So I think from a looks perspective, unless you were an absolute Volkswagen nut, the feedback on the looks was very, very positive. I think for me personally, the more I've had the van and used the van, your eye really starts to become accustomed to the shape of them, and you really appreciate that kind of squat, kind of chunky look that they have. And I dare say it, the T6.1s, as much as I love them, they are starting to look a bit dated to my eye now because I've been used to having this. So to finish off from a looks perspective, once you put the kit on it and you make a few modifications, like I said in one of the previous videos, break up the front of the bumper, they just look great. Drive, I've covered this, they just drive superb. There's been one niggle, and that's been reversing. If you reverse, like a lot of modern cars now, you get a lot of alerts and it'll slam the brakes on. This is now my default image of what a Transporter looks like. It's weird, just after you've had it for a bit, this is it, this is what default Transport looks like. You want a slightly older one, T6.1, brilliant, looks amazing, and I would have in a heartbeat a T5, a T6, T6.1, they all look great. It just has this aesthetic look that endures. And I think the interesting thing with these is that I had a bit of a hunch that the Transit looked better initially, but that this shape would endure better. And to me, I think this is already aging better than the Transit. And what I'm seeing is that the residual values and the value put around the Volkswagen brand, even if you look past all the wet belt made by Ford and all the rest of it, is a lot better on these vehicles. So the thing that annoys me about the van is not necessarily the thing that's inherently wrong with this van. It's more just modern vehicles in general. There's lots of components now for actually modding the van, whether it's wheels with the right wheel studs, the body kits, interior bits, like there's loads for it now. And that was the whole thing about a Transporter, is that the ecosystem meant there was loads of things for it. Only thing that lets it down is the fact that it's a modern vehicle. There's a few other things, like you seem to get a lot of low voltage warnings. I think that's mainly because we're not doing long drives with this van. Given that there's a lot of weird and wonderful things happening within the sort of industry around electric vehicles, and the PV5 and the Transit's done the new electric version that's in conjunction with a Chinese company. Like, there's a lot of crap about, and I think given the circumstances, I actually think VW have done quite well with what they've done with this van. Would I buy one of these vans for myself? Obviously I've bought one of these just to mod it. Absolutely. I think if we didn't have dogs and I just wanted a smaller van, I would have one of these, convert it into a camper van, and I'd be really, really happy. I think if you are coming into this and you've never had a Volkswagen and this is your first Volkswagen, you'll just be thinking, why did I not get a van sooner? It drives like a car, drives really well, you've got the higher seating position. These are a little bit wider, so you get a little bit more room in them compared to the T6.1. Great van, didn't get much love at the start, still doesn't get much love online, but in real life, the feedback is overwhelmingly good. The online feedback is just all the trolls jumping in. I don't know whether it's a bit of jealousy, whether there's a bit of idealism that it's not a Volkswagen because it's not been built in Germany by Volkswagen. I don't know what it is, but as a van, you jump in, you drive it. If you're not involved with all the politics, or you're not that technical and you're worried about wet belts and all the rest of it, it's a great van. Yeah, the journey from going and picking up the van, doing the research, trying to order one online, seeing the differences in the prices, going and doing interviews at the dealerships. You know, when I've come full circle, for the first 1,000 miles of owning this vehicle, it's been really, really good. I can't knock it at all. It's been a really good experience.